is Pam. Nobody's here, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm just going to talk until somebody comes, and if anybody watches this on the rerun, they will know I'm talking. um, I've been wanting to make a video. I mean, when I'm driving around doing my DoorDashes, of course, I don't have time to do this, and I'm kind of done for the day in more ways than one. I'll get into that later. But I am parked. I hope this air isn't bothering anybody. It's not too loud. Somebody comes in, let me know. I've only been on for like 47 seconds, so I'm not stressing about it. I don't have StreamYards on my phone, and I won't put it on here. I just, using the YouTube or whatever it is, their recording device. And hey, whoever's give me a thumbs up, hello, say hello please, so I know who you are. A lot of things I've been thinking about. I told you I do watch reaction channels, and I do watch Chantel and a few of the other ones, and I have a little thought of my own. Um, and I'll go a little bit more into detail about it in a few moments. But I will talk about my door dashing. I'll tell you, I'm up to 99% acceptance rate. Can't get it to move up to 100. They've been giving me total crap calls, but I'm taking them all. But look, because it's my decision to take them, and I feel that I'm working, I'm moving, I'm not just driving around in circles. So, I'm getting a lot of calls, but I'm just getting crap calls. But that's okay. It's okay, because tomorrow will be a better day. I've I realize that this is just a gig job, but it's my full-time gig job because it's the only job I have. And no, I'm not looking for anything else, because I know I like this. I like being by myself a lot. I never thought I was antisocial, but I think I am, or whatever I am. Please, somebody say hello so I can say hello to you. Let me see. What are all these things on the side? But doesn't. Okay, no. Okay. Oh, let me see. Pull this up there. Hey, Rose, how are you? Good to see you. But it is what it is. I'm so frustrated though today. That's how I never knew how much I enjoyed doing this, and I love being by myself in my car. And when I rant to myself. I'm not bothering nobody. And I go home and I did something for the day. Can you hear me okay? Because, my air is on, and because it's kind of hot. I could turn it off, but I don't know how the internet will be. I'm convinced that internet works better when my car is moving, or on. I'm at a parking lot now, so, I'm just... it's so nice to see you too, Rose. It really is. Great. I was thinking about earlier, well, just recently, actually. I was thinking about some of the gifts, and I'm not really a religious person. I believe in God, and I believe in things. He gives us gifts in life, and I believe he gives us tools so we can do good or do bad. Okay. And I've noticed that, like, a lot of these YouTubers who are like having eating problems or addiction problems of any sort, especially the ones, like, I'll just say the name Chantel. Okay, we look at Chantel and a few other ones. I won't say their names. Um, that's how I am too. I'm not depressed. I like to be by myself. I like to be able to think things out. I think about how blessed they are, and they just don't see their blessings. It's like Chantel, she has this gift of gab. I don't know if she could do anything else. But, I mean, she makes a huge amount of money, just by talking. When she would do this amazing thing. I never was a big, YouTuber. My biggest growth was when I was fighting with people. I don't want to fight with people. I just think it's like so cool that you can make money online just talking, and it's so good if you can do that, and then you risk it all, your life and your whole everything, with just your addiction. Now, again, I'm not without addiction. I've had addiction. I'm addicted to gambling, so I don't gamble. Okay, I do have a not food. I'm not addicted to food. I have I don't know. I have a thing with food. Okay, I don't eat a lot. Even when I was like 300 some pounds, I didn't eat a lot at one time. I grazed the world. I ate the Little Debbie's in one room. I ate potato chips in the other room, and drank huge amounts of soda. And I still drink soda, no lie. But you know, but I feel bad for her, and I feel bad for the other ones too, because you know when you have an addiction, or you have a problem with it, you shouldn't. Hey Nova, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. Love you, girl. I feel like, you know, I just would like to see her turn herself around. And I think because she gets the positive feedback from her beezers, and and then like she gets any feedback from people, and then when she's trying to do better, and I don't know if she's ever doing better. So good to see you too. Well, I think she does things to get reactions. Hey Southern, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm so glad to see you here. And and it's like to get reactions, because any attention, for some people, bad attention, good attention is any attention, and that's kind of like I used to be. I don't like bad attention, and I'm not down, her. I have my own thoughts on her, but I do feel bad for her, because, and I feel bad for the other ones too, which I will not name, because I feel that you have a gift, a talent, maybe a talent. You can draw people in, and you make lots of money doing it. You make lots and lots of money doing it, but you're not surrounding yourself with the right people who are your positive people. So instead of just taking your gifts, like if you look at any of the people who, the big YouTubers who make quite a bit of money, they own nothing. They don't own their home. They don't own a nice car. Well, maybe some of them do, I don't know, but most of them don't have a nice car, don't have a home, don't have a condo, don't own anything. It's tangible, because just like anything else, will end. Hopefully they have a big bank account somewhere, but it's like you're throwing your help away. I mean, I know back in the day when I was gambling, I never made big money on it. I was never a big winner. I was just a dumb person, but that was my gambling was my love. It was my friend. It was my everything that I needed. I thought I was getting from a casino or a bingo hall. I'd go there and I got my endorphins and I felt really good. Hey Jake, how are you? So now, once you break away from it and truly break away, not just for a week, you break away, you feel better, but you can't ever go back, because once you go back, it's just like being a drug addict. And I've never been that either. I mean, I'm like the most dullest person in the world. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do anything. I just, I'm a tuna fish, nothing. But I was just thinking about that. I said, it must be nice to have this talent, and I wish I did. I mean, not necessarily to be a YouTuber, but anything. Like if you could sing, or if you could dance, or if you could, anything you do. Thank you, Jake. I'm doing well. Thank you. I mean, I come back every now and then, and I'm going to come back more so now, because I do, I have something I do, and a lot went on with me for 2 years, Things are better. Hey, Pass, how are you? How are you doing? But, I feel like what a talent is wasted when you don't live up to your, one day they're going to regret not having something, not with with everything that they're earning, when you make like lots of money. Okay, if you make $10,000 a month, or even $5,000 a month, you should have something besides a Big Mac, supersized meal every day. Or you should have something, you should have something tangible that you could see. Not just, more junk and more junk. I wish again, in all truth and honesty, I've never made lots of money. I never have did anything great. But I do think some of these YouTubers, Chantel, she made lots of money at one time. Lots and lots and lots of money. And there was, the other one I'm talking about, I won't say her name, but she made lots of money, and now she's just holding on by a string, and it's sad. And not only that, it's like their health is failing, and you're young, you're under 45. I mean, you could have everything, but if you don't have your health, what do you have? If you can't walk around the block without having to stop and take a breath, you're in trouble, and you're not even 45. You have to, there is so many things that you could be doing for yourself, instead of just, blowing it, and for the sake of what you call love. And, if you don't have anything, you don't have nothing, to show for it. And like if Chantel ever go back to Canada, what is she going to take back besides a couple £100? Nothing. Bad health. And, that's unfortunate. Well, you know what? I agree with you on that, but I don't even think she is in the mind space to be able to do better, because she's with somebody who brings her addiction, somebody who goes and gets her addiction. Like if you were a drug addict, and if you say, well, honey, I want you to stop smoking crack, I'm just saying, I want you to stop smoking crack, but they bring in the crack, she's not with the right person. Because the person that she is with is her dealer of whatever, of her addiction. You know, you're never going to get better if you don't walk away from it. But she's never going to walk away because she doesn't see her value. She doesn't, until she will see her value when it's no longer there. People, you know, back in the day, when I was gambling, and I would take lots of money and go to the casino, and, you know, I would spend this money. Now, what was lots of money now then isn't lots of money now, you know, but it was lots of money, you know, to me and, you know, my family. You know, I'd take like $300, go to the casino, and, you know, okay, I'll do this, I'll win this, and I wouldn't. And then, or I'd get credit cards and you know, use the cash, whatever. And then it's like, you didn't see it until you look back on it. And once you look back on what you did, and you see everything you could have had, and what you don't have now, and you have the remnants of what you left behind. Like, you might have like extra weight, extra bills, extra whatever falls into that place. You know, bad health, bad whatever, you know. So I don't think she'll see it until she's away from it and truly doesn't have these things anymore. And she won't see any of this until truthfully they're no longer together. Then she'll be mad. But then she'll go look out for another person who will give her what she's looking for. But it's what she's looking for is really inside of her, you know. And it's not somebody can just, you know, take from you. It's better to be, you know, given mutual back and forth, you know, not just one giving, the other receiving, you know. But, you know, that's a bad thing, you know. And, you know, it's like I said, I was thinking about a lot of people who have talents that they don't even realize that it is a talent. She has that. You know, there's a lot of people who are discovering, you know, things that they could do now because of the economy, and they figure out, oh, I can do this, I can do that. They think about it, and oh, I'm good at this and I'm good at that. And, you know, some people can sing, some people can play piano, some people can dance, some people can, you know, teach people something. Some people are good with pets, some people are grooming. Whatever they do, they're good at it, and they make a thing. But when you're good at something and you're so public, and she's very public with what she does, and even the other one I'm talking about, the other people that I talk about, they're very public with what they do, and I hope they're using their money for good. And, well, I mean, you can use your money for anything you want, but you'll never get that opportunity again. That money will never fall so easy again. Just like, I wish if I could go back in time when I used to spend money recklessly. I used to go to, like, buy Christmas junk. I don't know if you guys remember when I used to go to the stores and buy copious amount of Christmas stuff, or I go grocery shopping. I buy all this crap. And you're like, why did I buy all that stuff? I didn't even need half of it. But you say, God, I wish I had that money again. But you don't, you know. And but the one thing, like, I look at myself, I can get my health back, maybe. You know, I can't get my age back. I wish I could. But I am a lot older now, you know. I mean, when I started on YouTube, I was like 54, 52. And now I'm like 62, so it's like 10 years. That's a long time. Cool, Grandma Smith. I want to do a music live so bad. I'm going to do it. I just got to figure out how I can do it with my brother there. I could do it at nighttime, but I'm going to have to bring my dog in my room because he'll lose his mind. But anyway, you know, I'm pretty happy with my life right now. I mean, you know, I'm doing something in my life, and I'm finally found my niche, sorta. Andy Gibb, yeah, I liked Andy Gibb is good looking. I've been watching a lot. Oh my, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn this off a little bit. I think I've been watching a lot of TikTok, and watching a lot of things on there, and I love TikTok. I was going over a couple videos I had back in the day when we used to do was it Music Live, where you could pick your own song. Remember that? And then when we used to play the games and stuff, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I am. I mean, I've been struggling with the idea of going to Memphis. Okay, and I really would love to go to Memphis. Because of everything that's been going on. I'm gonna get a drink here. With everything that's been going on in Memphis, it's almost, Graceland almost being sold, but it turned out it was a hoax. I had thought about it. Yeah, they saved Graceland. And I had kind of thought about it, but my thing is, she's a revert. She's a revert. But it's just so expensive, and I mean, to go there, and I don't want to stay by my, if I go by myself, and I want to be careful where I stay, because Memphis can be a really sketchy place, so we have to see. I don't know. I have so much going on in July, I'm first get my Social Security, yeah, but I'm excited about that. But in October, we do have that Elvis event that I usually go to, so I'll probably go to that. I would love to go to. I would love to go to a few more. I haven't been to anything really. I mean, they have that Priscilla. She's going to be in Gary at the what is that called? Hard Rock Casino. Priscilla is, and I would love to go see that. But I just want to see what she's going to talk about. Yeah, I don't. Well, I know she doesn't follow it. She doesn't follow the Muslim. She really doesn't. She doesn't follow. I don't think she does. I mean, maybe in her mind she does, but I don't think she does. And that's her business. But you know, she's only fooling herself. Only fooling herself. So, like I said, one day she's going to wake up, or one day life will wake her up, on their terms, on life's terms, and she will find out at a certain point in your life, and I mean, she's only, 40 something, maybe early 40s, you begin to look at your life like what it is more than what you think it is, like, I mean, I was a little late. I was a late bloomer, but you do look at your life a little different. Making a change, such a drastic change, and then not following through, and that solid guy, he doesn't seem to follow through either, so. I just think that she's just playing the game. And I don't know what game she's playing in truth, because, what's the prize? I mean, her channel is taken a deep dive, and she was very popular before. I mean, now, she's popular to some extent, to some extent, but at what risk? You know what I mean? You know, I mean, and I guess everybody does that for some, you know. Hey, CJ, how are you? You know, I mean, eventually it's all going to catch up to you. Well, yeah, she wears the thing, and you can't see her way clear, and I think it gives her more control of. I mean, I really don't know what her truth. I really don't know. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, but see, I think Amy's. You know, I know this is gonna sound crazy. Amy was more true to it. I think. I really believe she was more. Let's just say they were. I do believe they were really truly married. Okay, Amy, and I don't know whatever happened to her. You know, but they really had kids together. They really lived a life together, and they really, whatever their life was, it was together. Now, with Chantel and Sala, they're never going to have children together. They're never going to do anything together. They're never going to have a home together. I mean, that he pays for, she pays for everything. So at least that other guy, I can't even remember his name, he paid for everything because she didn't have a job. All she did, well, not all she did, because that's a weird thing to say. She took care of the children, you know, and I'll give her credit that, I mean, you know, I mean, there was things about her that's up for question, but that was more of a true relationship than what this is, because, you know, it's what between her and Sala, it's such a farce. Uh, Stevie Wonder could see it was fake. You know what I mean? He could see that was fake. It's so, you don't even have to look, you could just tell. And, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's fake or not. It's in her head. One day she's gonna wake up and she's gonna see this is all fake. And the only person she's fooling is herself. You know, you can't fool if you can't fool nobody else, because she shows everything. Hell, she can't even she used to show her underwear. And you won't show a marriage thing? No. What's why? Again, you know, I wasn't, you know, back in the day, I'm not trying to degrade her, because I kind of feel a little bit of empathy for her, because I kind of feel like, you know, it's kind of sad that your life is so empty, that you go so far to marry a man that you do not know, that you've never met, you only talk to on the internet, and you're coming back with nothing. I don't know. It's about 2 years ago, I guess, a year or 2 years ago. You know, but it you know, it is a shame, because she does have a blessing. She has a blessing, but she can make money, and you could be using that money for good. She could have bought a home for herself. She could have had a nice car. She could have put money in the bank. She could be helping her mother. She could be really meeting a real honest to goodness good man. You know, they would be calling him a C blocker, you know, because she's using him while she's wasting time with him. There's a man out there that might be for her, that could be for her. You know, he's blocking that, and she's letting him, just playing this game, in which you're not playing if everybody knows. It's no guess. You know, the only person you're fooling is yourself. You know, and You know, I mean, look at, a lot of people do that though. You know, when I drive around, I listen. I listen to all the, well, most of the reactors, and I listen to her, channel 2, and I take it and I listen to her. And when I listen to her, she sounds so angry. You know, she sounds so angry. Just like, she's just angry. And you're not, and what you're angry at is probably yourself and the circumstances. I mean, you're mad at people for talking about you when you put your stuff out there in the internet. No, you're not mad about that, because you put your stuff out there on the internet. You know, if you don't want somebody to know about it, you don't put yourself on the internet. You know what's going to happen, and you're expecting it. If it doesn't happen, you're going to be mad. But I think she's mad at the direction her life has taken, and maybe she just doesn't know how to turn it around. I mean, I could tell her how to turn it around. When you get your check, book a flight home to Canada, go home, and decide, I'm going to take 6 months. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get in my head. You know, go on, you know, if you don't want to have weight loss surgery, go to the doctor. You're a diabetic, get on some Mounjaro or get on some of this weight loss medication. Try to get a hold of your eating disorder and get yourself back together. Stay away from men. Stay away from men. You know, love yourself. That's what I would say. Get some help. You know, it'd probably take more than 6 months because, you know, but at least you win. You win. Tell them, you know, take off. Tell them you're going to go on a visa run. Just don't come back. You don't have to come. He's not going to come after you. He's not coming back after you because he can't. And if you, and it sounds like she misses her family so much. And it's obvious. I'd miss mine too. I'd miss my whole life. I'd miss, you know, driving. I'd miss doing everything, talking to my best friend, Pete. I'd miss, you know, just going to the stores and be able to buy clothes. I'd miss feeling air on my arms, walking around with no shoes on, wearing sandals, you know. I'd miss all that. I miss just, you know, and now if that's what you raised it, if you're with a person you truly love and you really truly love your religion, if you really are part of that, that's okay. That's okay. Then you're doing what you love. But she doesn't love it because she's angry. She's angry. When she gorges on that food, she does it out of anger, not out of, this is delicious. She probably can't even remember. Like she eats a whole bunch of pizza. I have more room. I can't even eat 2 pieces of pizza. But you know, I mean, that's what I think. That's just my opinion. But, you know, I mean, a lot of people, they have opinions about her, and a lot of people have a lot of opinions about a lot of things. I know. I'm like, you know, how can you be hungry? But it's not hunger for food. She's hungry for something else. I think she's hungry for something else. Because, you know, your stomach, I don't care if you weigh 500 pounds, your stomach's only so big. And a lot of it's head hunger. And after that, it's just you're trying to fulfill something that's lacking in your life. You know, you can't reach that emptiness, and so the only thing that soothes you, gives you your endorphins, is that pizza, you know, or that sandwich, or those sandwiches, or that pot pie, you know. She's lucky. That's why I say she's blessed. Rose, I truly believe she's a blessed person because somebody is watching over her. Somebody is watching over her. It's the only thing is she don't realize it. If she were to realize it, she might wake up and say, you know what? I am blessed. And I still have my channel. I could turn this all around. I could do better. All she has to do is head on that plane back to Canada. Don't get stupid. Don't contact Sala. Sala's not going to do anything. Maybe she's afraid that if she comes back to Canada, goes back to Canada, he's going to come after her. How? How? He can't get to Canada. And if she takes the money, he don't have the money. How's he going to get to her? He can't. You know what? And start your life anew. Start your life all over. Be real, you know. That's true. I mean, I know, look, I could, even today, and I've been doing better because I'm on journal and all that, and I've had weight loss surgery. I've gained a lot of weight back. I've been the gamut back and forth, back and forth. But I tell you, I've learned one thing. Food ain't going to solve it for you. I'm not going to lie. When I get upset, I'll go eat something, but at least I stop. I eat half of something. And that's how I deal with my weight. I eat half. And I do take my shots. And I do, I take my shots and I'm eating better. But, and with her, if she were to even get on anything, if she were to have weight loss surgery, she'd lose that weight so fast. It would be so amazing to her because, first of all, she wouldn't have the desire for the food. If she took the shots, remember before she took those shots for Ozempic, that I heard, and I don't know, I didn't follow her then, but you lose a desire for that food, and then there you go, you're on your way, you are on your freaking way, and then you're working on your head, you're thinking you got to put the past behind, the mistakes you made, look at your blessings, look, I have this channel. People subscribe to my channel. Not only do they subscribe to my channel, they pay to be a member of my channel. So they like me. People don't pay $5 or whatever it costs. I don't know, maybe 20 more minutes. People don't pay money to be on your channel if they don't like you. Okay, usually people who do that, I mean, some do hate watch, but mostly, I think some people do like her or they're hate watching. And, it's like, I feel like if she only came back and did the right thing, if she only came back and made the right choices in life, I mean, and that would be the best kick in the ass to the people who review her. I don't care if she eats tons of food. It's not my life, but I mean, like I said, I just watch her and I think, man, all the things that she's messing up. And I mean, if something were to happen over there, what is she gonna get? She's getting nothing. And she's giving all that to him. You can't even drive the car. She can't even drive the car. She says she can, but she doesn't want to. No, you can't. You have a cat and you have a hamster that's yours. And the cat likes him more than he likes you. I mean, your life is in that apartment. And her life is in that apartment. That's it. It's just it. So, I feel bad. I feel like there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people who give up on life, who don't, and again, I talk from experience. I talk from experience, I didn't do anything for like 2 years. I stayed in the house. I'd go try to get a job, couldn't do the job because I had issues. And I come back home, all I do is sit there and eat. Gained like 40, 50 pounds. Truth I did. Remember all that weight I lost the year before, and I did the keto and the intermittent fasting? girl, I gained all that weight back. You know, I gained all that weight back, and it took a lot for me to go and lose that weight again, you know. And you know, I really feel like if you give up on life, it will give up on you. And I think, like, you know, everybody, well, you know, she's this and she's that. Well, yeah, she is. And the more she does this silly stuff, the more she's proving it's true. You know, you prove people right more than prove people wrong. You know, I mean, when he did all that with that Kybella, that would have been my clue. You were away from that. She was away from that situation. She could have said, you know what, I'm not going back. Thank you, Rose. She could have said, I'm not going back. But no, she got on that plane faster than, you know, she probably ran to that plane. I'm going to get back over there. And then when she got there, there was all new furniture. Oh, he loves me. No, if he loved you, he wouldn't have done that. See, it's normal men to want sex and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's normal men to want that. But it's not normal for them to want it in the most disrespectful way that he wanted it. Me neither. I wouldn't have gone back for love nor money. That was it, because she was free of that. She could have taken out the hijab. She could have grew her hair back, got a wig, started on a new journey. And I mean, but again, it sounds easy for me to say. It sounds easy for me to say. And maybe she truly loves him. I don't know. But Chantel should not be desperate. She should not be desperate. I mean, because now she probably will feel desperate because of the excess weight she's gained and the health issues. And he's probably gotten in her head, nobody will ever love you but me. Because a lot of controlling people, they may look like kind of like, on one side they look like they're good, and they, you know, they say all the right things, do all the right things, but on the other side, they're telling you how worthless you are. And I have a feeling he may be like that. You know, like, if I'll tell you I love you, or I tell you, you know, and he never says I love you. I never see him say I love you. And, you know, verbal abuse is sometimes worse than physical abuse. Especially if you have low self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem and a man comes and tells you, you know, in private, you're beautiful, I would never treat you bad, I will always take care of you. But is taking care of you giving you all the food you want, or all the drugs you want, or all the gambling money you want? Yeah, that's my one thing I think is one of her issues why she doesn't leave, because I don't think she feels like anybody's going to want her. I mean, she went from Natter, and I think she really did like Natter. I love Natter. I think she did, because I think he reached something in her, because he said no to her, and she had to fight for his love, and he said no. You know, when somebody says, can I have a piece of candy? No, you can't have it. That's when you want that candy more. What's his name? Salah has never said no, not on camera. But he might be degrading her behind the scenes, you know. And I mean, how could a man not try to make a person go back to get healthy, go home and get healthy, because she hasn't done anything to get healthy here and there. But again, it's not even a love of another person, it's love of yourself. You have to love yourself more than anybody else could ever love you. Like, somebody says, well, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. Hey, Denise, how are you? But, it's like, I just feel like she doesn't love herself enough. I don't think she loves herself enough. I think she did in the beginning. I think she went there with thinking, well, I'm gonna show everybody I got me a man. He's my handsomest man, and I think the truth came out where he said he didn't love her, and I think but I think he has been doing a number in her head, and then when people tell her, oh, you look how fat you are, look at this, look at that. And I mean, I never hear people say a lot about her. Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They talk about her weight. But the thing is that the biggest kick in the head she could ever do to the reactors is to come back and lose that weight. Lose that weight, become the person that she should be. Take advantage of her blessings. Because she has lots of blessings. I mean, I swear to God, you can make all that money just sitting on your ass, doing nothing. That's a blessing. But she doesn't have nothing to show for it. She's got a cat that's, like y'all were saying, that isn't spayed. She has a hamster that's either freezing to death, it's probably cold as hell, or is stuck in that dirty cage. You have to, you deserve better. You deserve better. And if you don't see you deserve better, then that kind of lets me know how you feel about yourself. I can look back on my life. I deserve better than just, having surgery, losing weight to convince people I can lose weight and I'm good enough. And remember I told you when I had my weight loss surgery, I did it to prove to people, yeah, I'm good enough. I'm not, because people used to say mean things to me. And I had weight loss surgery. I got real thin, and then I gained it back because I wasn't doing it for me. So if she were to go home and just to show people, hey, I can do this, I'm going to do it for me. And while I'm doing it for me, I'm going to make videos, and I'm going to get people watching. And I'm going to make more money than I ever made before. I'll even show Sala, look what I can do. But I would never talk to him again. This is me, but I'm only seeing about 10 more minutes, then I got to get going. But what was I gonna say? But I do wish I wish I were one of those people who had those personal blessings in life, that you have a talent or you have some sort of skill that you can really make money on, and you could really enrich your life on. And I don't, but I find it really interesting to watch people who do. And I mean, do I find Chantel interesting? No, I find her a mess. No, I just finished. I finished about an hour ago, and I'm like, I just didn't feel like going home right now. I said, I'm gonna make a video, because when I'm at home, I can never make a video unless it's like late at night. And then, you have all these people coming in saying mean things, and I'm not in the mood for that. But I worked today. I worked from about 8 o'clock to about 5. But it's a shit show, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm still up to 99. I'm still up to 99% acceptance rate. 99%. I need one more, and I'm 100%. The calls today were horrible. Horrible. I had one, Denise, I had one. Oh, Hercules is fine, just a little devil. I had one that paid $31, but I had to deliver, I had to deliver 40 pounds of cat litter and drive like 25 miles. I was like, what the hell? But I did it, you know. And then I got a notice. I need to be faster. I'm like, I do everything y'all ask me. Can't y'all just leave me alone? But oh, Herx is good. He's a little shit. He's my brother's dog, really. He's not mine. He loves my brother to death. And you know, I'm gonna take him. I gotta go home tonight and start him on the gabapentin and the other one because he does not like to go to the vet to get his nails cut. So I have to kind of get him sedated so he won't bite them. And so we're gonna do that. I'm starting that tonight. Came out your way, Denise. I go far and wide. I go far and wide. But yeah, I just had it was on my mind, all this about, you know, about YouTubers and how much people, I might come on tonight. I just might. And how people get all these blessings in life and they just let you let their blessings go, you know. It's like, man, you know, and I'm not trying to down her. I'm just, you would think that they would have a home somewhere, you know, a nice home, their own home, you know. You could, hey, I'll come. Kinda. It might be a couple days for me to get there, but I'll be there. Let me see. I got my DoorDash bag. See, I got my DoorDash bag. See. Boy. But about the going to Graceland, I don't know. I mean, I want to go to West Virginia really bad too, but I don't want to do that until like the end of September when the trees start changing color. And I would like to do that then. Going to Graceland's great, but it's just like so expensive. Somebody asked me about that. It's just so expensive to go there. I mean, to go, I've been through Graceland 100 times, but well, not 100, about at least 6 times. But you don't go to Graceland and I go to Graceland, you know what I mean? So do you all, you know, I always think to myself, maybe there'll be a good outcome. You know, I think about it for all the girls, I should say that, because I'm not saying certain people's names. I always think I would like to see a good outlook for the girls, you know, of YouTube, the ones who are under the age of 45. And I always say, well, you know, maybe one day they'll all wake up. And, you know, because you're never going to get this opportunity again. Bye, Rose. You know, you're never going to get the opportunity again. You know, if you let this fly by, you know, your blessings, your your chance to do well in your life and leave some impact on life instead of like an empty bank account and, you know, or used up dreams and used up hopes. Find somebody who really loves you for you, and, you know, do something for yourself physically. Take care of your health and get some health insurance and take out whatever you need to have done and get done, so you can walk and you can enjoy, you can go on vacations and you can sit and go on a plane and get a regular seat and not encroach on other people, or go climb the mountains that you want to climb, or walk down the stairs without having to stop 5 times to breathe, you know, or you know what I mean. Sit in a booth at a restaurant and not, you know, feel like it's too tight, it's way up on here. These are all things I know about. You know, I know about not fitting into onto a plane seat where you have to get the extenders and then you're still over on people's side. And people don't like that shit. People don't like that. And the prices people are paying now for airplane tickets, I'd say something. Excuse me, this is my seat. You need to have 2 seats. And that's truth. I surely would. I don't like nobody touching me on a good day. But I surely wouldn't want nobody touching me, you know. I'm not lying, because I know how I felt. I mean, I don't know that I would say something truth. I don't know if I would say something, but I know that I would be thinking it. And if you're paying $400 or $500 to fly somewhere, or even higher, it's like, who wants to have half a seat when the person next to you is taking up their seat and a half of your seat, and you're sitting over here like this, you know, trying to give them more room, and, you know, or who wants to go on a vacation where you can't take full advantage of everything you're looking at because you can't walk? You know, don't get me wrong, losing weight doesn't mean you can walk great. It does not mean you can walk great. It does not mean that at all. But it means you're more comfortable. You know, or getting healthy means you can, even if you have to sit down, you'll feel better about it. And the younger you are, the more chances that you can, you know, enjoy life. You can do the things that you want to do, and you're not hindering anybody, you're not holding anybody back. And, you know, screw it for anybody else. Do it for yourself, you know. I mean, I guess it's a pep talk for myself, too. I don't do anything now for anybody else. Like I think I told Denise, I don't care if I get fat again or not. I'm not doing this, but I do like the way I feel. I will be honest. I like it that I can walk and I'm not winded. I love that. Now, I can't tell you I can walk a straight line. I cannot. But I do like that. And it's good to know that, you know, I can find clothes on occasion that I can wear. And I don't have to pay like extra money. Or, you know, I could sit in a booth and I could fit in a booth, you know. And I'm not saying I'm not. I'm still way overweight. But I'm less than I was, but not as less as I was in the very beginning. And I will never go that. No. You know, I have a goal right now where I want to go to, and I don't want to get no further than that. I feel good. That's right. You know that, you know, the more weight you take off your legs and your knee, it helps your knees and your feet. That's true. That's true. If I went back and worked at Walmart, maybe I could walk now. I know I walk pretty good. You know, I mean, I don't walk straight. I have a balance problem, but I could. Yep. If I saw somebody, you know, I was about 300, and this is before I had weight loss surgery. This was the last time I went to Las Vegas. Truth. I was about 340 pounds, okay? And I had a seat. I was the middle seat. And the person to the left of me was very nice. But I knew I was encroaching on their side. And I mean, and I'll be honest, I have wide hips. I have wide ass hips. And even like losing weight, I still have wide ass hips. If I didn't have wide hips, I'm built like a square. I am. I got wide hips and a flat butt. Sexy, huh? But it's true. I have wide hips, and so I'm wider than a lot of people. I am. And so I can only imagine how uncomfortable that was. Now when I went to Memphis after I had weight loss surgery, and I was down to like 168. I was so thin, I had room on each side. I probably would encroach a little bit, but I wouldn't encroach into their halfway. No, I don't think I would encroach halfway. No, it's true. It is true. It is true, though. When I was, even today, I know what it's like to be heavy. And I know all the issues people have when they're heavy, because I have them. From rashes to, yeast infections and places you don't want to talk about, and, things that go bump in the night and it ain't good. And, trying to get up and, trying to reach spots that you can't reach, that you need to reach, and you can't reach them because your arms are too short and your back is too big and your ass is too wide. I know how that is, I mean, that is the truth. I know how it is to go into a store and try on pants, and you want those pants so damn bad, but it won't reach. Or buy a shirt, and the shirt hangs up on your hips because your hips are too freaking wide, or your gut hangs down. I know how that is. I know how that is. So, I get it. Well, I hope, and sometimes it is another problem. And I mean, I don't know what size you are, and it doesn't matter, but, I know my feet hurt. I take Lyrica. I take one pill a day, and I should take two. I mean, I have tons of them, but I only take one because I don't want to. They say it's a narcotic, and that's why I'm afraid to take it. So I take one pill before I go out, because my feet sometimes do, and they get numb too. My toes get numb. Toes hurt. I'm just putting it because I got to go in a few minutes, but again, I'm not trying. I hope I wasn't bringing down Chantel, because I didn't mean to. I just wish she would wake up and see there is so much more to life than just food. Food is good, I mean, and there is so much more to life. She's missing out again. Chantel is missing out on the love maybe of her life because she's there. Oh, okay. I have the tingling in my toes. It feels like tingling. Pins and needles. That's what I have. Oh, it hurts so freaking bad. Oh, and it'll make me jump when it starts doing it. I jump like, oh. I haven't had it for a long time, but my A1C number is really good. So I'm thinking, well, maybe that had something. I don't know. I always think when I eat sugar, and I do eat sugar. I do, but I don't eat a lot of it, but I do eat sugar. But when I do, if I start feeling something, I always blame it on the sugar. Not me, the sugar. But I hope you can get on something, if that's what you want to do. I didn't, you know, oh, neuropathy is horrible. It just feels like bees are stinging you, and you just rub your toes. And I rub my toes, and then they'll stop for a few minutes. And now, again, I haven't had it for a while. And then I'll stop. I remember it woke me up one night. And I woke me up one night, and I was rubbing my toes. I went in the living room. I was sitting in the recliner. I had my foot up, and every time I stopped and started to go back to sleep, because it was like around 3 o'clock in the morning, I was so tired. It would stop that. It would start that, and I would just like jump. Like it just felt like something was stinging me. And I remember that next day, I went to the doctor, and that's when they gave me gabapentin. Gabapentin was a joke. It didn't do shit. Then that's how I ended up with. I went to another doctor, and doctor, I can't think of her name. That's the doctor I see now. They gave me the Manjaro, because I didn't say nothing about weight loss. She asked me. She said, "I got something that'll help you," and I told her my whole past as a weight loss surgery. I've taken stuff with shots, and I always get sick, but I never did. Never, not once. But now I've gotten sick when I've eaten badly. I've gotten sick when I ate badly, and it kind of prevents me from eating badly, because when I do that, I get sick. But with the Manjaro, I haven't had anything. And I've taken Contrave, I've taken all that stuff, and works for a while. And then when you go up one dosage, forget it. But I've gone up twice, maybe 3 times. No, and I think the next time I go to the doctor, I'm going to go up again. I have a number I want to get to, and then I'm going to go to a maintenance thing, because I'm not trying to get, I'm just trying to get, I just want to get to a normal BMI. Oh, how are you doing? Bye, Pass. I hope to see you again. I might come on tonight. I really might. I think I will. Oh, phentermine. Oh. She went to give you a phentermine on top of Manjaro? I've taken phentermine. I didn't like it at all. I took it like for a little while. Take care, Pass. Good to see you. That's a lot. I mean, the Manjaro alone just kind of like, I mean, for, okay, I'm going to take my shot tonight. I'm going to take my shot tonight. Now, today I ate, not that great, truth. I had breakfast out, and then I had like half of a chicken sandwich. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way it made me feel. I just did not feel great taking it. So I kind of, I just stopped it. I said, no, I don't like the way it made me feel. Anything that can be addictive, it scares me. Now I'm on the second, the 0.5, and then the 5, and then I'm going to go up to the next one. But I don't go back to the doctor until like October. When I go in October, we do the A1C again. I mean, as long as it stays good. Oh, okay. CDL. Okay. Yes. I'm going to start driving because I got to get home. But I'm going to. Well, my doctor told me that this is what she said. She just told me this last time I was there. She says, I'm almost like, she says, it guarantees you, not guarantees you, but she says, most people lose like 10% of their weight that they need to, of where they're at. So I've lost 10%. of where, she said it really slows down after that. But I don't know. I mean, I'm still losing. I'm still kind of losing. I used to take, I had phentermine, and I had to go to this clinic. It was crazy, and they take your blood, and I'm like, I didn't like it. And plus, I'm bipolar and phentermine. No. Well, they say I'm bipolar. I don't feel like I'm bipolar anymore because I don't have those episodes like I used to. Well, if I do, I'm by myself, so nobody, I'm not affecting nobody. But you know what, guys? I got to get going because I told my brother I'd be home like an hour ago. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come on tonight. I live in Central Time, so if you want to come on, I'll be on around 10:30 my time, and we could talk. And again, I hope you enjoyed this chat. If you did, just if you want to subscribe to me. If not, that's okay too. Leave a comment. Oh, I will. I'm going home. I have to fix him something to eat. And I'm not gonna eat because I had a half of a chicken sandwich. Long story, I'll tell you. I'll tell y'all, I got mad at DoorDash, so I went and I was so mad. And I had to go to the bathroom. So I don't like to go into McDonald's and not order anything. So I ordered a chicken sandwich. They have that menu now. And so I ordered the chicken sandwich. So I just ate half, but I'm full now, and I don't need to eat anything. So I'm good. I'm gonna go home and take my shot and see what happens when I take it early. Because I usually take it like right before I go to bed. So if anything is gonna happen, if it's bad effects, I usually get it during the night, and I don't know because I'm asleep. But I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later. Okay, Denise. Bye. Thanks for coming.